Two strangers, one promise made in a single, reckless sentence, 10 years of silence. Now he's about to lose everything in one brutal night, and the only person who can stop it is the woman he never forgot, because she knows a truth he was never meant to discover. Enjoy the story. Glass shatters like a gunshot. Adrian Vale staggers backward inside the penthouse office, the skyline behind him smeared by rain and city light. His tie is loose. His hands are shaking. On the marble floor, a framed photo of a young Adrian smiling beside his father lies cracked, the father's face split clean down the middle. Julian Cross doesn't flinch. Julian's charm is the kind that's practiced, sharpened, turned into a weapon. He stands by the conference table like he owns the room, like he owns Adrian, holding a slim folder in one hand and a phone in the other. "Sign it," Julian says softly, as if he's offering help. "Or watch your empire collapse before sunrise." "Achuri," Adrian's chest heaves. "You didn't just come here to negotiate?" Julian tilts his head, almost sympathetic. "Adrian, I came here to end this." On the screen of Julian's phone, a live feed scrolls, headlines, stock plunges, lawsuits, a flood of accusations that look coordinated down to the minute. Adrian Vale's company under federal investigation. Whistleblower alleges fraud. Board calls emergency vote. Adrian swallows hard. There is no fraud. Julian's smile never reaches his eyes. Truth doesn't matter tonight. Control does. Behind Adrian, the private elevator dings. Adrian turns, and there she is. Anna. She is soaked from the storm, hair pinned back too neatly for the weather, a worn canvas bag clutched against her chest like it contains something fragile or dangerous. Her eyes lock on Adrian's face, and for a split second, the penthouse disappears. 10 years collapses into one heartbeat. Adrian's voice comes out rough. "Anna?" Julian glances at her with mild curiosity, like she's a minor detail in a major plan. "Who is that?" Anna doesn't answer Julian. She doesn't even look at him. She steps forward, water dripping onto marble, and speaks to Adrian with a quiet steadiness that hits harder than a shout. "Don't sign anything," Anna says. Adrian laughs once, broken. "You picked an interesting moment to reappear." Anna's gaze flicks to the shattered photo, then to Julian's folder. Her jaw tightens. "I didn't come for the moment," Anna says. "I came because I finally found what your father hid." Julian's pleasant expression freezes. Adrian's breath catches. "What did you say?" Anna opens her bag slowly, carefully, like she's handling evidence in a courtroom, and Julian Cross, who never seems afraid, takes one step forward without realizing it. Anna pulls out a sealed envelope. The seal is old, the wax is worn, and stamped into it is a symbol Adrian hasn't seen since his father's funeral. Julian's voice sharpens. "That's not yours." Anna meets Julian's eyes for the first time, and her calm doesn't break. "You're right," Anna says. "It's his." Adrian's throat tightens. "Anna, how do you have that?" Anna's voice softens, but only for him. "Because when I was 13, she says, I told you I would marry you one day, and you laughed like it was impossible, and then I spent 10 years learning how men like him," she nods toward Julian, "steal futures from people who don't have power." Julian's smile returns, but it's colder now. "This is adorable, truly, but you're in the wrong building." Anna steps closer to Adrian, holding the envelope out, like a lifeline. "I'm in the exact right building," Anna says, "and if you trust me for 5 minutes, I can keep you from losing everything." Adrian stares at her, at the woman who once looked up at him with fearless certainty, who now looks at him with something deeper, resolve, pain, and a quiet affection that doesn't ask permission. His voice drops. "And what do you want in return?" Anna hesitates. That hesitation is the first crack in her armor. "I want you to do the right thing," she whispers, "even if it destroys you." Julian exhales, almost bored. "Adrian, you have 30 seconds before the board votes without you." Adrian looks between them, between the predator who offers survival at a price and the woman who offers truth with no guarantee it won't ruin him. His moral dilemma slams into him like a wall. Sign Julian's deal and keep the company alive by sacrificing the people who depend on it, or fight and risk losing everything: employees, reputation, the legacy his father died for. Adrian's hand reaches toward the envelope. His fingers brush Anna's, and something passes between them that isn't just memory. It's a beginning. "Okay," Adrian says, voice barely steady. 5 minutes. Julian's eyes narrow. "Adrian!" Adrian snaps, sudden and sharp. 5 minutes, Julian." Julian's smile thins. "Fine, but when the clock runs out, I'll enjoy watching you fall." Julian turns, strolling to the window, dialing someone calmly, like this is already finished. Anna exhales, as if she's been holding her breath for 10 years. Adrian takes the envelope, hands trembling. "Anna, you can't just walk back into my life with a mystery letter and tell me to gamble my company." Anna's eyes glisten, but she doesn't let the tears fall. "I'm not asking you to gamble," Anna says. "I'm asking you to remember who you were before money decided who you had to be." Adrian's laugh is bitter. "You think I wanted this? I was 23 and terrified. Everyone called me a genius, but I was just surviving." Anna nods, as if she understands more than she should. "I know," she says softly. "I saw it." Adrian frowns. "You saw me once. For 5 seconds." Anna's lips part, almost a smile. "You don't remember." Adrian's eyes search her face. "Remember what?" Anna looks down at the envelope. "Open it!" Adrian breaks the seal. Inside is a folded letter, thick paper, old ink, his father's handwriting. Adrian's vision blurs instantly. "My God," he whispers, "this is his." Anna watches him with a kind of reverence, like she's watching a man meet a ghost. Adrian reads out loud without meaning to. "To my son Adrian, if you're reading this, it means you've been pushed to the edge by the people I tried to keep away from you." Julian's head turns slightly at the window. Adrian keeps reading, voice shaking. "There is a clause in the Veil Trust that no one knows exists, except the person holding this letter. It was written for one reason, to stop a takeover built on lies." Adrian looks up at Anna, stunned. "The Veil Trust. That's locked. No one can touch it." Anna's voice is quiet. "Not unless you trigger the clause." Adrian flips the page, eyes scanning faster. "If control of the company is threatened by any party who profits from harm to the public, then the trustee—" Adrian stops. His throat tightens. "The trustee?" Anna nods. "It's not your board." Adrian's voice cracks. It's you?" Anna swallows. "It was always you, Adrian, but your father didn't trust the people around you. So he anchored the power to someone no one would ever look at." Adrian stares, disbelieving. "Anna, why would my father choose you? You were—" "A kid," Anna finishes gently. "Invisible, easy to underestimate." Julian turns fully now, his face no longer amused. "That's impossible," Julian says, voice smooth but edged. "Adrian, don't listen to her. That's not legally binding." Anna meets Julian's gaze, unflinching. "It is, if I have the trust addendum." Julian's eyes flash. "You don't." Anna reaches into her bag again. Adrian's heart pounds so hard it hurts. Anna pulls out a second document, sealed, notarized, stamped. Julian's composure cracks for the first time. "Where did you get that?" Anna's voice stays calm, but there's heat under it now. "From the county records archive, you tried to bury under 3 shell companies and a fake fire inspection." Julian steps toward her. "Give me that." Adrian moves between them instinctively, protective before he even understands why. Julian's smile returns, but it's fake. "Adrian, step aside. This woman is playing you." Anna's eyes lift to Adrian's, and there it is, the vulnerable truth beneath her strength. "I'm not playing you," Anna whispers. "I'm trying to save you from becoming him." Adrian's jaw tightens. Explain, now. Start from the beginning. Anna inhales slowly. And in that inhale, Adrian sees it. She's not here because fate is cute. She's here because she fought her way into this room, carrying something that could get her destroyed. Anna begins, voice low and steady. When I was 13, my mom cleaned offices downtown, Anna says. I'd come with her sometimes after school. One night we were in a building where your company had a fundraiser. Adrian's brow furrows. I used to do those early days, Anna nods. You were up on a stage talking about changing the world. You looked like you believed it. Adrian's throat tightens. Anna continues. I was just a kid in sneakers that didn't fit, carrying trash bags. But I heard you say something. Adrian's voice is quiet. What did I say? Anna's eyes shine. You said, if money makes you forget people, then money has already won. Adrian freezes. He doesn't remember saying it, but it sounds like something he might have said before the weight of success crushed the softness out of him. Anna lets out a shaky breath. I don't know why it hit me so hard. Maybe because I'd never heard a rich person say anything that sounded human. Adrian swallows. And that's when you said you'd marry me. Anna's cheeks flush. I was 13. I was dramatic. Adrian's mouth twitches, almost a smile. Then it fades as the present slams back in. Anna adds softly, but you looked down at me like I was ridiculous, and then you smiled like you wished you could believe me. Adrian's chest aches at that. Julian cuts in, voice sharp. This is touching, but we're on a clock. Adrian turns to Julian, eyes hard. Shut up! Julian's eyebrows lift, offended. Excuse me? Adrian's voice rises, controlled rage. You've been in my ear for years, telling me what's smart, what's profitable, what's necessary. You've called it strategy, but tonight you're threatening me in my own office. So yeah, shut up. Julian's smile disappears entirely. Anna's gaze stays on Adrian, and the affection there frightens him, because it makes him feel something he hasn't felt in years. Wanted, seen, challenged. Adrian turns back to Anna. Why now? Why show up tonight? Anna's expression darkens. Because I recognize Julian's name in the archive. Julian's eyes narrow. Anna continues. I work nights in the county records office. It's boring, underpaid, invisible work, but it lets me see what powerful people file when they think no one's paying attention. Adrian's face tightens. You're a clerk? Anna nods. A clerk? Sometimes I clean too. Whatever pays tuition. Adrian's stomach drops. Tuition? Anna lifts her chin. Law school. Adrian exhales, stunned. You're in law school. Anna's voice softens. I promised myself I'd learn how the world really works, because the world doesn't protect girls who mop floors. Julian laughs, quietly, cruel. So this is revenge dressed up as destiny. Anna turns to him. No, this is accountability. Adrian's phone buzzes violently on the table. Another call from the board. The clock is closing. Adrian looks at the documents in Anna's hands. If this is real, why would my father tie the trust to you? Anna's eyes drop. Because of what happened the night you met me. Adrian frowns. What happened? Anna's voice gets quieter, and the room seems to lean in. After you smiled at me, Anna says, a man tried to take something from my mom. Adrian's blood runs cold. What? Anna's fingers tighten around the bag strap. A donor, a powerful one. He cornered her in a hallway. I screamed. Security didn't move because he was important. Adrian's face hardens. Who was he? Anna hesitates. Julian's posture shifts, subtle, but Adrian notices. Anna looks straight at Julian. It was Julian's father, Anna says. Silence crashes into the room. Julian's jaw tightens. Don't. Anna's voice shakes slightly but doesn't break. Your father tried to ruin my mother's life because she refused him. He threatened her job, threatened her immigration status. He said no one would believe a cleaner. Adrian's fists clench. And my father? Anna's eyes glisten. Your father saw it. He pulled him off her. He called security. He made a scene. And after, he found me. Adrian's throat tightens. He found you? Anna nods. He knelt down to my level. He asked my name. He told me, one day you'll need proof that you mattered. Adrian's eyes sting. Anna reaches into her bag again and pulls out something small. An old business card, bent at the corners, with a name handwritten on the back. Henry Vale, Adrian whispers, recognizing his father's signature. My dad gave you this? Anna nods, voice trembling now. He told me to keep it safe. He said if anything ever happened, if you were ever surrounded by sharks, this would be a way in. Julian steps forward, anger flashing. This is insane. Adrian, you're going to let a story from a janitor's kid dictate your company? Adrian whips toward Julian, eyes blazing. You don't get to talk about her like that. Julian's smile turns poisonous. Oh, so that's what this is. A savior fantasy. A poor girl walks in with a magical letter, and suddenly you feel alive again. Anna flinches, just slightly. Adrian notices. Adrian's voice drops, lethal calm. The board vote. Who's behind it? Julian spreads his hands. Investors. Concerned parties. Adrian takes a step closer. Say the truth. Julian's eyes lock on his. Fine. Me, I'm behind it, because you've grown sentimental and weak, and this company needs a real leader. Adrian's laugh is bitter. A real leader like you? The guy who profits off fear and calls it management? Julian's tone hardens. I profit off reality, and reality says your stock is dying. Sign the deal, step down gracefully, and you keep your name, your money, your life. Adrian's jaw tightens. And if I don't? Julian's eyes flick to Anna. Then you lose everything. And she loses more than you do. A threat, clear as glass. Adrian's stomach twists. He looks at Anna. Are you in danger? Anna's voice is quiet. I have been my whole life. Adrian swallows, then looks back at Julian. Get out. Julian's eyebrows lift. Adrian! Adrian snaps. Louder now. Get out of my office. Julian smiles, but it's all teeth. You don't have the authority to remove me. Adrian turns toward Anna, voice urgent. If the trust addendum is real, how do we use it? Anna steps closer, lowering her voice like they're conspiring in a war. We call the trustee attorney listed here, Anna says, tapping the document. We file an emergency injunction to halt the board vote based on concealed conflict of interest. Then, we trigger the clause that transfers controlling voting rights into a neutral trust. Temporarily. Adrian's eyes widen. Neutral trust? Controlled by who? Anna swallows. By me. Adrian stares. Anna! That would put you in front of every predator in Manhattan. Anna's lips tremble. I know. Adrian's voice breaks slightly. Why would you do that? Anna looks up at him, eyes shining with something fierce and tender. Because 10 years ago, Anna whispers, you made me believe a man with power could still be good. Adrian's chest aches so sharply he almost can't breathe. His phone buzzes again, board vote in 2 minutes. Julian's voice slices through the air. Time's up. Adrian looks at Anna. She holds his gaze steady. And in that look is a spark, impossible, dangerous, alive. Adrian makes a choice. He grabs his phone and dials. Julian's smile falters. Adrian, don't. Adrian speaks into the phone, voice firm. This is Adrian Vale. Put the board on speaker, now. Julian's face hardens. You're making a mistake. Adrian doesn't look away from Anna as the call connects. The speaker fills the room with anxious voices. Adrian? A woman says. Where are you? We're calling the vote. Adrian breathes in, then drops the bomb. Stop the vote, Adrian says. I have evidence of a concealed takeover attempt and a trust clause that overrides the board's authority. A stunned silence. Then a voice. What are you talking about? Adrian glances at Anna. I'm talking about my father. Anna nods once, permission and warning in the same gesture. Adrian continues, voice steady. And I'm talking about the one person holding the legal authority you didn't know existed. Julian lunges a step forward. Adrian, hang up. Adrian turns, eyes blazing. Touch me, and I'll make sure you never see daylight outside a courtroom again. Julian freezes. Anna whispers, barely audible. Adrian, be careful. Adrian meets her eyes, and, for the first time in a long time, he means what he says. I am, Adrian murmurs, because you're here. He faces the speaker again. Her name is Ana Ribeiro, Adrian says. And if the board votes tonight, you'll be voting against the legal structure my father built to protect this company from exactly this kind of manipulation. The board erupts into questions. Julian's face is tight with fury. Anna's hands tremble slightly, but she stands her ground. Adrian's voice lowers, intense. And if you try to remove me or bury this, I'll take the company public in a way none of you will survive. Silence. Then, Adrian, send whatever you have, immediately. Adrian looks at Anna. Anna steps closer, pulls out her phone, and for a split second their shoulders brush. Electric. Anna whispers, I can email the documents right now. Adrian nods. Do it. Julian's voice is ice. You have no idea what you just started. Adrian's jaw tightens. Oh, I do. Anna's fingers move fast on her screen, sending the files. Julian watches her like she's a target. And Adrian realizes, with a sick twist in his gut, that saving his company might cost Anna her safety. His moral dilemma deepens. If he keeps fighting, Anna becomes collateral. If he surrenders, he betrays everything she believes he can be. Adrian steps closer to Anna, lowering his voice. Anna, Adrian says, if this gets ugly, I'll protect you. Anna's laugh is soft and sad. You're still thinking like a man who believes protection comes from money. Adrian's throat tightens. Then tell me what you need. Anna looks up at him, and her eyes are so open it hurts. I need you to stay good, Anna whispers, even when you're scared. Adrian swallows hard. Then the elevator dings again. A security guard steps out, Adrian's head of security wide-eyed. Mr. Vale, the guard says, there are men in the lobby asking for Ms. Ribeiro by name. Anna goes still. Julian's smile returns, satisfied. Adrian's blood turns cold. Julian murmurs, almost kindly, Welcome to the real game, Anna. Adrian looks at Anna and sees it. She walked into the lion's den with paper and courage, and now the lions have noticed. Adrian makes another choice, faster. He grabs Anna's hand. Her eyes widen. Adrian's voice is low, urgent. Come with me, now. Anna hesitates, then nods once. Julian steps forward. Adrian, don't you dare... Adrian turns, eyes like steel. You wanted a new leader? Watch me lead. Adrian pulls Anna toward the private hallway behind the office, toward a hidden exit his father once showed him. As they run, Anna's breath catches. Adrian, where are we going? Adrian's voice is rough. Somewhere Julian can't reach in 5 minutes. Anna stares at him, rain dripping from her lashes. You're really doing this, Anna whispers. Adrian looks at her, truly looks. And in the chaos, in the danger, in the storm of 10 years collapsing into one night, he feels it. This isn't just saving a company. This is saving himself. Yes, Adrian says, and I'm not letting you do it alone. They disappear into the hallway as Julian stands in the penthouse office, jaw clenched, dialing again, already plotting the next move. Because Julian Cross doesn't lose. Not unless Anna's peace is bigger than even she understands. And Adrian is about to learn that the promise a 13-year-old girl made wasn't childish at all. It was prophecy. The private hallway is narrow and dim, lined with framed photographs of Adrian's father shaking hands with people who once mattered. Adrian's grip tightens around Anna's hand as they move fast, shoes slipping slightly on polished stone. Anna's voice is breathless but steady. They'll follow us. Adrian nods. I know. He presses his palm against a panel in the wall. It slides open with a soft mechanical hum, revealing a service stairwell that smells faintly of dust and metal. Anna blinks. How do you know about this? Adrian exhales a humorless laugh. My father built this place like he expected to be betrayed. They descend the stairs quickly. Footsteps echo above them. Anna's heart pounds, not just from fear but from the closeness. Adrian is different here, stripped of the boardroom, stripped of the title, just a man choosing risk over safety. Anna swallows. If this escalates, Julian won't stop. Adrian glances at her, eyes sharp but calm. Then we don't give him time. They burst out into the underground parking garage. The storm outside roars faintly through concrete vents. Adrian unlocks a black sedan. Get in. Anna slides into the passenger seat as Adrian takes the wheel. The engine roars to life. As they pull out, Anna looks back just in time to see two men step into the garage entrance, scanning. Anna's breath catches. They're already here. Adrian floors it. The car shoots into the rain-soaked street, tires hissing against asphalt. Anna grips the seat. Adrian, I know these streets, Adrian says. Trust me. Anna studies his profile, the tension in his jaw, the focus in his eyes. He looks alive in a way no headline ever captured. After several sharp turns, Adrian slows beneath an overpass, cutting the headlights. Silence crashes in. Rain drums against metal overhead. Anna exhales shakily. That was too close. Adrian leans back, running a hand through his hair. You okay? Anna nods, then hesitates. I didn't plan for this part. Adrian turns toward her. You planned everything else? Anna lets out a soft, breathless laugh. I planned documents, evidence, courtrooms. I didn't plan running. Adrian's mouth twitches. Neither did I. They sit there, the weight of the night pressing down. Adrian breaks the silence. You know this puts a target on you. Anna meets his eyes. It already did the moment I walked into your office. Adrian's voice lowers. You didn't have to. Anna's gaze softens. Yes, I did. Adrian studies her, seeing beyond the calm, seeing the girl who grew up too fast, who learned to survive by watching powerful men lie. Why didn't you ever contact me? Adrian asks quietly. In all these years. Anna looks away, rain-streaked windshield reflecting her face. Because I knew what you'd become. Adrian flinches. That bad? Anna shakes her head. That untouchable? She turns back to him. If I'd reached out before tonight, you wouldn't have listened. You were surrounded by people who told you who you were supposed to be. Adrian swallows. And now? Anna hesitates. Now you're listening. The moment stretches, fragile, charged. Adrian's phone vibrates again. A message flashes on the screen. Injunction filed. Board vote suspended. Adrian exhales slowly, a mix of relief and dread. The documents worked. Anna nods. Temporarily. Adrian turns fully toward her. You realize what comes next, right? Anna nods again. Julian will attack my credibility, my past, my finances. He'll try to make me look unstable. Adrian's voice hardens. I won't let him. Anna studies him carefully. This is where people like you usually say that. And then choose the company over the person. Adrian meets her gaze without blinking. Then watch me choose differently. Anna's breath catches at the certainty in his voice. Adrian straightens. We need a plan, somewhere safe, somewhere Julian can't pressure you. Anna hesitates. I don't want to hide. Adrian's brow furrows. Anna interrupts gently but firmly. I didn't walk into your life to disappear again. Adrian searches her face, then nods slowly. Then we do this head on. He starts the car again. There's a place. Anna raises an eyebrow. Of course there is. Adrian allows himself a small smile. My father's old brownstone. He kept it off the books. no staff, no cameras tied to the company. Anna exhales. A ghost house. Adrian nods. Exactly. They drive in silence for several minutes. Anna finally speaks, voice quieter. Adrian, if this goes to court, I become the trustee. That gives me power over your life. Adrian glances at her. I know. Anna swallows. That doesn't scare you? Adrian smiles faintly. It should, but it doesn't. Anna studies him. Why? Adrian answers honestly. Because you didn't come asking for anything. Anna's lips part, emotion flickering. I never wanted your money. Adrian's voice softens. I know. They pull up in front of a narrow brownstone tucked between taller buildings. It looks forgotten, quiet, unremarkable. Adrian unlocks the door. Inside, dust motes dance in the low light. The place smells like old books and memories. Anna steps inside, awed. This is where he lived? Adrian nods. Before the company consumed him. He flips on a lamp. The room warms instantly. Anna looks around. He kept it simple. Adrian exhales. He used to say luxury makes liars comfortable. Anna smiles faintly. Adrian gestures toward the couch. Sit. You look like you've been carrying this alone for too long. Anna hesitates, then sits. Adrian moves to the kitchen, returning with 2 glasses of water. He hands one to her. Their fingers brush. Neither pulls away immediately. Anna's voice is barely above a whisper. You don't owe me this. Adrian sits across from her. I know. Anna meets his eyes. Then why are you doing it? Adrian thinks for a long moment. Because tonight, Adrian says, someone reminded me who I wanted to be before I learned how to survive. Anna's throat tightens. Silence fills the room, heavy but not uncomfortable. Then Adrian's phone rings. He stiffens. Julian? Adrian mutters, seeing the name. Anna's eyes sharpen. Don't answer. Adrian answers anyway, putting it on speaker. Julian's voice is smooth, controlled. You're making this very inconvenient, Adrian. Adrian leans back. I'm just getting started. Julian chuckles. You think this ends with paperwork? I know where you are. Anna goes still. Adrian's jaw tightens. You're bluffing. Julian's voice lowers. Am I? The girl with you, Anna, has a mother, right? Anna's breath catches. Adrian's voice turns lethal. You touch her family, and I will destroy you. Julian sighs theatrically. So dramatic. Relax. I haven't done anything. Yet. Anna finds her voice. Say what you want, Julian. Julian pauses, surprised. Ah, the invisible girl speaks. Anna's voice doesn't shake. You're afraid? Julian laughs. Of you? Anna leans forward. Of the truth. Of what happens when people stop pretending you're charming. Julian's tone cools. Careful, Anna continues. You built your power on silence, on people assuming no one like me could matter. Julian's voice hardens. You have no idea what you're stepping into. Anna answers calmly. I do, and I stepped in anyway. Adrian watches her, something in his chest shifting. Julian exhales slowly. Adrian, last offer. Walk away from this woman, publicly discredit her, and I make all this go away. Adrian doesn't hesitate. No. Julian's silence is sharp, then, very well. The call ends. The room feels colder. Anna releases a breath she didn't realize she was holding. That was a threat, Adrian nods. It was. Anna's shoulders tense. I don't want to be the reason you lose everything. Adrian stands, crossing the room to her. He crouches in front of her, eye level. You're not, Adrian says firmly. You're the reason I might save it. Anna's eyes fill with tears she doesn't let fall. Adrian's voice softens. And if I lose it, I'll still be able to look at myself. Their closeness becomes intimate, dangerously so. Anna whispers, Adrian, we can't. Adrian's breath is shallow. I know. But neither moves away. Anna's heart pounds. This is messy. Adrian smiles sadly. So is everything worth fighting for? For a moment it feels like he might kiss her. He doesn't. Instead, he pulls back slightly, giving her space, respect. Anna exhales, both relieved and disappointed. Adrian straightens. You should rest. Tomorrow, everything changes. Anna nods. Tomorrow I become very visible. Adrian's eyes soften, and you won't be alone. Anna studies him, then says quietly, You know what scares me most? Adrian shakes his head. Anna's voice trembles just a little. Not losing, not Julian, but trusting you and being wrong. Adrian meets her gaze, unflinching. Then judge me by what I do next. Anna nods once. She stands, gathering her bag. Adrian gestures down the hall. There's a bedroom, my father's. I'll take the couch. Anna hesitates. You don't have to. Adrian interrupts gently. I want to. Anna searches his face, then nods. Thank you. As she walks down the hallway, Adrian watches her go, something unfamiliar tightening in his chest. Hope and fear. Because Julian Cross doesn't lose quietly, and the war has just begun. Morning doesn't arrive gently. It creeps in through the narrow windows of the brownstone like it's afraid of what it might find. Adrian hasn't slept. He sits at the small wooden table in the kitchen, jacket still on. A cold cup of coffee untouched in front of him. His phone lies face up beside it, silent for the first time in hours. Too silent. From the hallway, a soft sound, bare footsteps. Adrian looks up. Anna stands there, hair loose now, wearing an oversized shirt she must have found in one of the drawers. It hangs awkwardly on her, fragile and real in a way that makes something tighten in his chest. Morning, Anna says quietly. Adrian clears his throat. Did you sleep? Anna shrugs. A little? She hesitates, then steps into the kitchen. The space suddenly feels smaller. Anna glances at the coffee. You didn't. Adrian exhales. Couldn't. Anna pours herself water, her movements careful, like she's aware of how exposed everything feels now that the adrenaline is gone. Anna breaks the silence. Any messages? Adrian shakes his head. Nothing official, which means Julian is working somewhere darker. Anna nods. That tracks. She sits across from him. For a moment, neither speaks. Then Anna says softly, You could still back out. Adrian looks at her. You already know I won't. Anna studies his face. I need to hear it anyway. Adrian leans forward, elbows on the table. Anna, if I walk away now, I keep money, status, comfort, but I lose myself, and I lose you. Anna's breath catches. You don't know that. Adrian's voice is steady. I do. Anna looks down, fingers tightening around the glass. Julian will come for me publicly next. Adrian nods. I expect it. Anna lifts her gaze. When that happens, you'll be pressured to distance yourself. Adrian doesn't hesitate. I won't. Anna's voice cracks slightly. People always say that before they do. Adrian's eyes soften. Then let me show you. Before Anna can respond, Adrian's phone vibrates, hard, urgent. He checks the screen. Adrian mutters, That was fast. Anna straightens. What is it? Adrian turns the phone so she can see. Breaking, county clerk connected to Vale Trust controversy, anonymous source questions. Legal authority of Anna R. Anna closes her eyes for a brief second. They're already attacking my credibility, she says quietly. Adrian stands abruptly. They won't get away with this. Anna opens her eyes. They will if we react emotionally. Adrian stops pacing. Then what do? Anna inhales slowly. We do exactly what Julian hates. Adrian waits. Anna meets his gaze. We become boring. Adrian blinks. Excuse me? Anna continues, calm and precise. We follow procedure. We let facts talk. We don't hide. We don't retaliate. We don't give interviews fueled by outrage. Adrian exhales. That sounds like losing control. Anna shakes her head. It's the opposite. She stands, stepping closer. Power doesn't scream. It documents. Adrian studies her, admiration creeping in despite the fear. You're ready for this? Anna hesitates. I don't feel ready. Adrian nods. That usually means you are. Another buzz. This time, a call. Adrian answers. Vale. A woman's voice fills the room. Mr. Vale, this is Margaret Hale, Federal Compliance Division. Anna stiffens. Margaret continues. We received documentation overnight regarding a concealed trust clause and potential conflict of interest involving Julian Cross. Adrian's jaw tightens. And? We need Ms. Ribeiro present today, Margaret says, in person. Anna exhales slowly. Margaret adds, This is not an accusation, it's verification. Adrian glances at Anna. We'll be there. The call ends. Anna sinks into the chair. Today. Adrian nods. Today. Anna looks up. Once I walk into that building, I stop being invisible. Adrian crouches in front of her again, voice low and sincere. You won't be alone. Anna swallows. Adrian, this is where your world and mine collide. Adrian smiles faintly. They already did. They prepare in silence, practical, focused. As they step outside, cameras already lurk at the end of the street. Anna freezes. Adrian notices. Hey, Anna's voice is barely audible. I've spent my life avoiding attention. Adrian steps beside her, close but not possessive. Then let them look. Anna meets his eyes. Promise me something. Anything. When this gets ugly, don't save me by erasing me. Adrian answers without hesitation. I won't. They walk forward together. Flashes explode. A reporter shouts, Ms. Ribeiro, are you really a trustee or just a pawn? Anna stops. Adrian's instinct is to pull her forward. She gently stops him. Anna turns toward the cameras, heart pounding, but voice clear. My name is Anna Ribeiro, she says, and I'm here to verify the truth. Nothing more. She doesn't answer another question. They keep walking. Inside the federal building, the air is sterile and cold. Margaret Hale waits for them, sharp eyes, composed authority. Margaret studies Anna. You're young. Anna meets her gaze. I'm qualified. Margaret nods slightly. That remains to be seen. Hours pass in a blur of documents, signatures, questions. Julian's name comes up again and again. And then Margaret closes the file. The clause is valid. Anna's breath catches. Margaret continues. Effective immediately, Ms. Ribeiro is recognized as interim trustee pending full review. Adrian exhales for the first time all day. Anna feels the weight hit her all at once. Margaret looks at Adrian. Mr. Vale, you should prepare for retaliation. Adrian nods. I already am. As they leave the building, Anna's phone buzzes. She reads the message and goes pale. Adrian notices instantly. What is it? Anna swallows. My mother, she was just fired. Adrian's jaw tightens. By who? Anna's voice is hollow. A company owned by Julian's subsidiary. Adrian's fists clench. Anna looks up at him, eyes shining with anger and fear. This is my fault. Adrian steps closer. No, this is his move. Anna's voice shakes. He's punishing her because of me. Adrian's voice lowers, controlled fury. Then he just crossed a line he can't walk back from. Anna looks at him. This is where people like you usually say, I'll handle it, and shut me out. Adrian shakes his head. Not this time. Anna studies him, searching for doubt, finds none. Adrian continues, Your mother will be protected, legally, publicly, and if Julian thinks intimidation will work, Anna finishes quietly. He's wrong. They stand there, the city moving around them, the storm finally clearing. Anna exhales. I didn't expect to fall for you in the middle of a war. Adrian's voice softens. I didn't expect to find something worth fighting for. Their eyes meet. The pull between them is undeniable now, not rushed, not naive, but forged in pressure. Adrian leans closer, stopping just short. Tell me to stop. Anna's breath trembles. Don't. He still doesn't kiss her. Instead, he rests his forehead lightly against hers, a promise, not a claim. Across the street, a black car idles. Inside, Julian Cross watches through tinted glass, phone pressed to his ear. "Begin phase 2, Julian says coldly. "If they want war, we'll make it personal." Anna feels a chill she can't explain, and Adrian knows, without question, that the hardest choices are still ahead. The restaurant is too quiet for a place that expensive. Adrian notices it the moment they sit down. No background music, no clinking glasses, just the soft hum of a private room designed for conversations people don't want overheard. Anna folds her hands on the table, posture straight, controlled. She's wearing a simple dark coat now, nothing that suggests power, and yet everyone who passed them on the way in looked twice. Adrian breaks the silence. "You don't have to do this." Anna lifts her eyes. "Yes, I do." Across from them, the attorney Anna insisted on meeting, Daniel Moore, late 50s, quiet, precise, clears his throat. "Ms. Ribeiro," Daniel says, "becoming interim trustee makes you legally responsible for decisions that affect billions. Julian Cross will argue you're unqualified." Anna nods. "I expect him to." Daniel hesitates. "He'll also argue you're emotionally compromised." Adrian stiffens. Anna doesn't. "Because of Adrian?" Daniel nods carefully. Anna exhales. "Then I won't give him anything emotional to use." Adrian's jaw tightens. "Anna?" Anna cuts him off gently. "Listen to him." Daniel continues. "Julian will try to force a settlement. He'll leak selective information. He'll provoke you into a mistake." Anna meets Daniel's eyes. "What's his weakest point?" Daniel pauses. "Control. He needs to be the one pulling strings." Anna nods once. "Then we stop reacting." Adrian leans back, frustrated. "He fired your mother." Anna's composure cracks for a split second. Then she steadies herself. "That's exactly why I can't lose control," Anna says quietly. "If I let anger lead, he wins twice." Adrian watches her, torn between admiration and helplessness. Daniel gathers his papers. "I'll prepare filings to protect your mother. Retaliation is illegal." Anna nods. "Thank you." Daniel stands. "One more thing." He looks between them. "Be careful. Julian will try to turn you against each other." After Daniel leaves, silence settles again. Adrian finally speaks. "I hate that you have to be this strong." Anna looks at him. "I hate that I learned how." Adrian swallows. "I want to fix this." Anna tilts her head. "You can't fix it. You can stand with me." Adrian nods slowly. "Then that's what I'll do." Later that night, back at the brownstone, Adrian paces while Anna sits on the couch reviewing documents on her laptop. Adrian runs a hand through his hair. He's tightening the narrative. Blogs, analysts, anonymous sources, all painting you as some planted outsider. Anna doesn't look up. "Good." Adrian stops. "Good?" Anna glances at him. He's rushing. Adrian exhales. "You really think he'll slip?" Anna nods. "He already has." She turns the laptop toward him. "Julian filed an emergency motion claiming I manipulated county records," Anna says, "but he attached metadata he shouldn't legally have." Adrian's eyes widen. "Meaning?" Anna's voice is calm, almost cold. "It proves unauthorized access or bribery." Adrian lets out a breath. "That could bury him." Anna closes the laptop. "If we wait." Adrian frowns. Waiting feels dangerous. Anna meets his gaze. "So does patience when you're used to power." Adrian exhales slowly, forcing himself to nod. The room grows quiet again. Then Anna speaks softer. "There's something you should know." Adrian turns. "What is it?" Anna hesitates. "When I was a teenager, after what happened with my mother, I stopped believing anyone with money could love without owning." Adrian's chest tightens. Anna continues. "That belief kept me safe, but it also kept me alone." She looks up at him. "You're challenging that." Adrian's voice is low. "I don't want to own you." Anna studies him. "Then don't save me." Adrian steps closer. Then let me choose you. Anna's breath catches. This time she doesn't pull away. Their lips meet, slow, tentative, not desperate. A kiss born of restraint, not hunger. When they separate, both are breathing harder. Anna whispers, "This changes things." Adrian nods. "I know." The next morning, the attack comes. Screens explode with headlines. Trustees passed under scrutiny. Former cleaning staff student debt. Questionable motives. Insiders question Vale's judgment. Anna reads in silence. Adrian's phone rings non-stop. Anna closes the laptop. "It's happening." Adrian sits beside her. "Tell me what you need." Anna inhales. "I need to stand in front of this." Adrian frowns. "Publicly?" Anna nods. A statement, no anger, no defense, just truth. Adrian hesitates. Julian will twist it. Anna meets his eyes. Only if I let him define it. They arrive at the press conference mid-morning. Cameras flash violently. Anna steps to the podium alone. Adrian stands behind her, visible but silent. Anna grips the sides of the podium, grounding herself. "My name is Anna Ribeiro," she begins. "I did not seek power. I was given responsibility." The crowd murmurs. Anna continues, voice steady. "I grew up watching my mother clean buildings where decisions were made that shaped lives she'd never meet. I learned early that invisibility is not protection." A reporter shouts, "Are you in a relationship with Mr. Vale?" Anna pauses. Adrian's heart slams. Anna answers calmly. "That question has nothing to do with the legality of a trust." The crowd reacts. Anna finishes, "I will cooperate with every investigation. I will release documents, and I will not step aside because someone is uncomfortable with where I come from." She steps back. Adrian watches her, awe and fear colliding. Across the street, Julian watches the broadcast on his phone, jaw tight. "Too clean," he mutters. "Fine." He taps a message. Within minutes, Anna's phone vibrates. She reads it. Her face drains of color. Adrian leans in. "What is it?" Anna swallows. "Julian filed a personal suit." Adrian's stomach drops. "Against you?" Anna nods. "Against you." Adrian stiffens. "For what?" Anna's voice is barely audible. "Wrongful influence. Emotional manipulation, claiming I exploited you to seize control." Adrian laughs once. Dark. "He's desperate." Anna looks at him, fear flickering. "This puts you directly in the line of fire." Adrian meets her gaze. "I stepped into that willingly." Anna's voice breaks. "Adrian, if this costs you everything—" Adrian interrupts, firm. "Stop!" He takes her hands. "I've had everything. It was empty." Anna's eyes fill. "You don't get to decide that so easily." Adrian leans closer. "Watch me." That night, Julian sits in his office, reviewing reports. A knock. "Enter," Julian snaps. A man steps in, uneasy. "Sir, the metadata leak. Authorities are asking questions." Julian's jaw tightens. "Handle it." The man hesitates. "They're asking about your father, too." Julian freezes. "Leave," Julian says quietly. Alone, Julian pours himself a drink, hands shaking for the first time. "Henry Vale," Julian mutters, "still haunting me." Back at the brownstone, Anna lies awake beside Adrian, fully clothed, close, but not touching. Anna whispers into the dark. "Do you regret this?" Adrian answers without hesitation. "No." Anna closes her eyes. "Then, whatever happens, thank you for seeing me." Adrian turns toward her. "I see you." Outside, sirens wail faintly. The war is reaching its peak, and Julian Cross is running out of moves. The courtroom smells like polished wood and old power. Anna feels it the moment she steps inside. The weight of history, of decisions made by people who never worried about rent or uniforms or being believed. Her heels echo too loudly on the floor. Every sound feels amplified. Adrian walks beside her, close but not touching. Reporters line the back wall. Whispers ripple. Julian Cross is already seated at the opposite table, immaculate as ever. Tailored suit, calm smile. He looks relaxed, confident. like a man who still believes the room belongs to him. Julian's eyes flick to Anna, a slow, knowing smile. Anna straightens her spine. The judge enters. Everyone rises. Be seated. Hup. As they sit, Adrian leans slightly toward Anna. His voice is low. Remember? Facts over fear. Anna nods. Always. Julian's attorney, a sharp woman with silver hair and an even sharper gaze, stands first. Your Honor, she begins smoothly, this case concerns undue influence. Mr. Adrian Vale, under emotional distress, was manipulated by Ms. Ana Ribeiro into transferring extraordinary control of a multi-billion-dollar trust. Ana keeps her face neutral. Julian watches Adrian carefully, like he's waiting for a crack. The attorney continues, Ms. Ribeiro lacks experience, independence, and objectivity. She is emotionally involved with Mr. Vale. A murmur runs through the room. Ana inhales slowly. The judge turns toward Ana. Ms. Ribeiro, you may respond. Ana stands. Her legs feel steady, surprisingly steady. Yes, Your Honor, Ana says. I am emotionally involved with the truth. Julian's smile twitches. Ana continues, voice calm but firm. Mr. Vale did not give me power. His father did. Years before either of us imagined we'd be standing here. Julian's attorney interjects, objection, speculation. Ana doesn't flinch. The trust documents were notarized, sealed, and archived. The evidence speaks for itself. The judge gestures. Proceed. Ana looks directly at Julian now. When I was a child, Ana says, I learned that powerful men rely on silence, on the assumption that people like me will stay small. Julian's jaw tightens almost imperceptibly. Ana turns back to the judge. This is not a romance story. This is a paper trail. She hands documents to the clerk. Metadata proves unauthorized access to county records, Ana continues. Access traced to companies controlled by Mr. Julian Cross. Julian's attorney stiffens. Julian leans forward. This is circumstantial. Ana meets his eyes. So is your charm. A ripple moves through the courtroom. The judge raises a hand. Order. Adrian watches Ana, heart pounding, not from fear but pride. Julian's attorney recovers quickly. Ms. Ribeiro, isn't it true you stand to gain financially from this arrangement? Ana nods. Eventually, yes. Julian's attorney smiles slightly. So you admit motive? Ana's voice is steady. I admit transparency. Julian scoffs quietly. Ana continues, unlike Mr. Cross, whose shell companies profited quietly while harming employees and suppressing claims. Julian's smile vanishes. The judge looks sharply at Julian. Mr. Cross, you will remain silent. Julian leans back, eyes dark. Ana finishes, I did not seek power, but I will not surrender it to someone who believes fear is leadership. She sits. The judge calls a brief recess. As people stand, Julian moves fast. He intercepts Adrian near the aisle. Julian's voice is low, venomous. You still have time to walk away. Adrian meets his gaze. From what? You? Julian's eyes flick to Ana. She will break you. Adrian doesn't hesitate. Then it'll be because I chose her, not because you threatened me. Julian's jaw tightens. You think this ends in court? Adrian leans closer. I think this ends with you exposed. Julian smiles thinly. Be careful, Adrian. People fall hard when they forget where they came from. Adrian answers quietly, I remembered. Julian steps back, mask slipping for just a second. Fear. Outside the courtroom, Ana stands by the window, breathing deeply. Adrian joins her. You were incredible. Ana lets out a shaky laugh. I was terrified. Adrian smiles. Good. Means you still care. Ana looks at him. Julian isn't done. Adrian nods. Neither are we. The judge returns. Everyone takes their seats. The judge speaks slowly, deliberately. Based on the evidence presented, the court finds no grounds to suspend Ms. Ribeiro's authority as interim trustee. A gasp ripples through the room. Julian's head snaps up. The judge continues, Furthermore, this court orders a formal investigation into allegations of unauthorized access and retaliatory conduct by Mr. Julian Cross. Julian's face drains of color. Anna feels Adrian's hand brush hers, just briefly. The judge concludes, "This hearing is adjourned." As the gavel strikes, Anna exhales like she's been holding her breath for 10 years. Julian stands rigid, surrounded suddenly by attorneys, whispering urgently. Adrian turns to Anna, eyes bright. "You did it." Anna shakes her head softly. "We did." Outside, cameras explode again. This time, Anna doesn't flinch. She stands beside Adrian. Reporters shout questions. "Ms. Ribeiro, what does this mean for the Vale Corporation?" Anna answers calmly. "It means accountability." "Mr. Vale, are you worried about your future?" Adrian looks at Anna, then back at the cameras. For the first time in years, no. That night, back at the brownstone, exhaustion finally catches up with them. Anna sinks onto the couch. Adrian sits beside her, close enough that their shoulders touch. Anna whispers, "It's not over." Adrian nods. "I know." Anna looks at him. "Julian will come back angrier." Adrian's voice is steady. "Then we'll be stronger." Silence settles, heavy, intimate. Anna turns to him. "You never answered my question." Adrian frowns slightly. "Which one?" Anna's voice softens. "Why me?" Adrian studies her face, the strength, the vulnerability. "Because," Adrian says slowly, "you never asked me to be someone else." Anna's eyes fill. Adrian adds quietly, "And because 10 years ago, you saw me before the world decided who I was allowed to be." Anna leans forward, resting her forehead against his chest. Adrian wraps his arms around her, careful, protective, real. Outside, the city hums on. Across town, Julian sits alone in his office, staring at a wall of screens showing investigations, subpoenas, losses. His phone buzzes. A message from an unknown number. "We have questions about your father." Julian's hand trembles. For the first time, Julian Cross understands something Anna learned long ago. Power built on fear always collapses. And this time, there is no one left to silence. The night stretches on. But for Adrian and Anna, something new is forming. Not certainty, not safety, but trust. And that, for both of them, is everything. The house is quiet in a way it never has been before, not the tense silence of hiding. Not the brittle quiet of waiting for the next attack. This is different. Earned. Late afternoon light spills through the brownstone windows, warming the old wood floors. Adrian stands at the window, phone in hand, reading the same message for the third time, just to be sure it hasn't changed. He turns slowly. "Anna," Adrian says, voice low. "It's done." Anna looks up from the table, where legal folders are neatly stacked. Her face is calm, but her eyes search his. "What kind of done?" Anna asks. Adrian exhales, a long breath that feels like 10 years leaving his chest. "Julian Cross resigned this morning, effective immediately." Anna freezes. "He didn't fight?" she asks quietly. Adrian shakes his head. "He couldn't. Federal charges are moving forward. Unauthorized access, retaliation, financial manipulation, and," he hesitates, "new evidence about his father." Anna closes her eyes briefly. Not relief, not joy, just a deep, steady acceptance. "When power loses its mask," Anna says softly, "it collapses fast." Adrian watches her, realizing something shifts inside him at that moment. This woman didn't come into his life to rescue him. She came to stand beside him while he chose who he wanted to be. Adrian steps closer. "The board wants me back, full control, apologies, bonuses, everything." Anna lifts her gaze. "And?" Adrian doesn't hesitate. "I said no." Anna's breath catches. "No?" Adrian nods. "I told them I'd return only if the company changed. Real oversight, independent ethics board, worker protections, transparency." Anna studies him. "They agreed?" Adrian smiles faintly. They didn't have a choice. Silence settles between them, soft, reflective. Anna finally asks the question that's been waiting. And me? Adrian meets her eyes. You stay trustee as long as you want, not because you saved me, but because you're right for it. Anna swallows. That puts me in your world permanently, Adrian answers gently. Only if you want it to. Anna stands, walking toward him slowly. I spent my life believing worlds like yours weren't meant for people like me, Anna says, and I spent 10 years proving myself just to be allowed inside. She stops in front of him. But I don't want to belong to your world, Anna continues. I want us to build a better one. Adrian smiles, soft, genuine. That sounds exactly like something my father would have trusted. Anna's voice trembles just slightly. Do you ever think about that night, when I was 13? Adrian nods. Every day since you walked back into my life. Anna smiles, small but real. I didn't know what love was then. I just knew certainty. Adrian reaches for her hand. And now? Anna intertwines her fingers with his. Now I know choice. They stand there for a moment. No cameras, no lawyers, no threats. Just two people who survived becoming visible. Weeks later, the press has moved on. Scandals always do. The company stabilizes, quietly, correctly. Anna's mother starts a new job, protected, respected, safe. And one evening, on the steps of the brownstone, Adrian and Anna sit side by side, watching the city glow into night. Adrian breaks the silence. You never said it again. Anna smiles. Said what? That you were going to marry me. Anna laughs softly. I was 13. I made a promise without knowing the cost. Adrian turns to her. And now? Anna looks at him, really looks. The man he was, the man he chose to become. Now, Anna says gently, I don't make promises, I make commitments. Adrian's heart tightens. He takes her hand. Then stay. Anna squeezes his fingers. I am. Not because destiny demanded it, not because power allowed it, but because love, real love, finally made sense. And somewhere, in the quiet space between what was lost and what was rebuilt, a reckless sentence spoken by a 13-year-old girl became the truest thing either of them had ever known. Before this story ends, tell us in the comments, from 0 to 10, how would you rate this story? And if you enjoy emotional stories like this, about second chances, impossible love, and the quiet power of doing the right thing, subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us keep bringing stories that stay with you long after the screen goes dark.